Hi friends, welcome to day 8 of the 25 push-ups for 25 days challenge to bring awareness to mental health. That was Winston barking in the background. Hey buddy! Yesterday, I got it absolutely wrong about fruit. So we'll dive into the science behind that a little bit deeper. Today I'm going to do my 25 push-ups, I'm going to do yoga, and then I will introduce my secret weapon that I've used over the years to help me recover from having a sprained foot and ankle. Alright, let's dive into the science behind fruits. So on the CDC's website, I found this research article. Can eating fruits and vegetables help people to manage their weight? To lose weight, a person must eat fewer calories than what he or she expends. Yeah, that's what I've been saying the whole time. I've been burning more calories than I've been eating, so that's how I've been able to lose 5 pounds in the last few days. For the same number of calories, people can eat foods with low energy density in greater volume than foods with high energy density. This helps people feel full and yet consume fewer calories. So, bacon, some bagels, and a piece of fruit. Basically, by volume, I guess these are all about the same, but bacon's gonna have more energy density than fruit. So you can eat the same volume of these things, but you're going to get more calories in like this bacon versus this fruit. What I believe the author is trying to say is that you can eat a lot of fruit by weight and it'll help you feel full because you're eating a lot of, in weight you're eating a lot, but you're not eating a lot of calories because it's not as dense with energy density as like bacon. Like if you eat a bunch of like 20 pounds of bacon or 20 pounds of fruit, guaranteed you will gain some weight if you eat that 20 pounds of bacon versus fruit. It's a lot. Another study shows how water added to food increases volume and thus its overall impact on feeling full. Yeah, so I've been drinking 64 ounces of water per day minimum, and it has definitely prevented me from snacking because I feel full. Dietary fiber, regardless of the source, has also been linked to weight regulation. An increase of 14 grams of fiber a day was associated with an average weight loss of 4.2 pounds over 3.8 months. 4 pounds over 3 months. These analyses highlight the importance of fiber-rich foods such as fruit, vegetables in weight regulation. I don't know what's up with these scientists with their decimal points. In another study, obese adults were encouraged to change their eating habits to an energy-restricted diet of low-fat, high-complex carbohydrate foods, emphasizing unlimited fruits and vegetables. 69% of the participants were successful at losing weight, with an average loss of 14 pounds. Although we lack direct evidence from clinical trials that consumption of fruits and vegetables promotes weight loss, we have indirect evidence that eating fruits and vegetables may be very helpful to people who want to lose or maintain weight. So what this author did was here's all the references. So this author took all these references, and even though they weren't directly about fruit and weight loss, they were still able to derive a conclusion because many of the experiments involved fruit. So I believe my bias about fruit probably came from my CrossFit days, where back in early years of CrossFit, there was everyone was into something called the paleo diet, where it's all about eating meat and vegetables and reducing your sugar intake and like minimal fruit. So I probably had that in the back of my head, and I just went off on all this like stuff about fruit. I feel like that's a problem with a lot of these health influencers. I'm not trying to be an influencer, by the way. I'm not an expert. I am an enthusiast, and I'm just experimenting and learning along the way, just documenting my progress, and hopefully you're learning something while I make mistakes. And so the thing about my mistake was that I had this emotional belief in something, and I used very specific research to back up my bias. In psychology, this is called a confirmation bias, where you ignore all this other research that conflicts with your belief system. Alright guys, so I'm ready to do my 25 push-ups. I just want to get through that really fast so I can show you my secret weapon. So push-ups, yoga, and then I'll introduce my secret weapon. I'll probably lose the handles today, the push-up handles. My wrist actually feels like it's recovered. Let's do this. I have no idea what got into me right there. Oh.
Create a little bit more space. External rotation, and then you guessed it, internal rotation next. So here's whether you are seated or even breath.
And thank you so much for joining us, and
157 in 31 minutes, 157 calories. So that's interesting. Yesterday was 333 calorie burn for over half an hour. This time it was half as much. Oh, let me pause this real quick, hold on. I think this was a different type of yoga. It was more of like stretching, getting your hip loosened up. Yesterday I was really frantic, like trying to get into these weird, awkward positions. And this time I was more focused on the breathing. I don't know if that had something to do with the less calorie burn. Also, yesterday before I did yoga, I had a bunch of caffeine, and today it's been probably 5 hours since I've drinking a cup of mate tea, and I believe 3 to 5 hours is the half-life. Literally, like half-life meaning that it's half as potent. So I don't know. Maybe maybe if you do yoga after you drink caffeine, you might burn more calories. I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out why this was half as much as last time. Oh yeah, before I forget, there's actually one more super important thing about fruit that I forgot to mention. If you add fruit to your diet, it actually won't help you lose weight. It's more about using fruit to replace certain things that have high energy. What the heck was that again? I can't remember. High energy content. All this breathing and meditation made me just forget about everything. Energy something, but you know what I'm talking about. For example, instead of maybe eating a bagel with peanut butter, you can have an apple with peanut butter and feel full with not having as much calories. All right guys, so the last thing I need to talk about is my secret weapon, Batman voice. So that's probably gonna take me another 5 minutes to talk about my secret weapon, and I feel like I'd rather just save it for tomorrow. I'm really sorry. Sorry to tease you like that. But it's not that unicorn in the background, or it's not this tortoise, Tomb of the Tortoise, and it's not Frank the cat. See you tomorrow, guys. Sorry.